Hey, in this video, I'll be showing you how to do gel nail extensions. While there may be a little bit of a learning curve, I'm going to share with you all the tips and tricks I know for how to apply gel extensions at home. So first, you're going to need some full coverage nail tips. Now you can get these in any size, shape, or even color that you like. I really like these two. They're both very similar and they're both short round shapes. I think the Gelish is a little bit harder, so I felt like they did last longer. You're also going to need one of these no-touch UV lights. Well, you don't need that one. I actually used an LED flashlight for a while and just held it in my mouth, but you're going to need something that's going to allow you to cure your nails while you hold the tip down. You're also going to need the products to apply the gel tips. I really like this kit from Gelish. Plus, you'll need all your regular nail prep tools. Okay, so let's get started. The most important part to making sure that your gel nail extensions last is proper prep. Now, this means taking care of your cuticles. So I'm going to apply a cuticle softener, push those back with a cuticle pusher, and don't forget to use your cuticle nippers to trim off any dead skin that may be overlapping onto your nail plate, because it's super important that your nail plate is totally clean of any debris or oils or skin, so that the fake tip we put over top adheres with the gel to your own nails properly. So don't skip out on prep when it comes to applying the soft gel nails. I do have a full nail care routine video. It's been a while since I've updated it, but it's pretty much the same. So if you're interested in that, I'll have that linked down below. Next, I like to file my nails. Now, if you know me, you know I keep my nails pretty square, so square that my corners often break. And recently I have found that if I round out my corners a little bit before applying the gel extensions, everything just goes better. The tips fit better on my natural nails and everything's a little more flush. So I've been rounding out the corners, but if you have short nails, you're probably good to go. Just go ahead and give them a nice file so that they're uniform and the tips you put over top will fit properly. And just like with regular gel nail polish prep, I go ahead and buff the surface of my nail lightly so that it is a little scratched up. That's just going to help the gel stick to your natural nail better, and then the tip's going to stick better to that gel and everything's just going to stick better. Then you want to make sure you remove all that filing dust and debris with a nail cleaner, and this one does also come in that Gelish kit. So now let's talk about tip sizing. I'm going to be using this set that I just got off Amazon. It's a short length and it's rounded, which I really like. I also like that it comes on this little clear tab so I can easily line it up over my own nail to see what fits. But when sizing, it's important that you pick a size that completely covers your own nail from sidewall to sidewall. This is going to make sure the gel is adhered to your natural nail and nothing can get underneath, and thus it'll create a seal and last as long as possible. If you are in between sizes, pick the larger one and file it down so that it is a custom size and it fits your own nails perfectly. Okay, so now I'm going to apply this pH bond. This is pretty much just a dehydrator slash bonder, and it's going to make sure there are no oils on your natural nails. And then I'm going to use the tip primer. I'm going to apply that to the inside of the tip and to my own nails. Give that about 30 seconds or so to dry, and then it's time to apply the gel adhesive. I first apply a thin layer of this to my natural nail, and then you're going to want to apply some of this to the fake nail. Now, the biggest problem you can run into is not applying enough of this gel adhesive to the fake nail. As you can see here, I applied a generous coat to the nail and then I added a little extra at the back, but it wasn't enough. And you can immediately tell when you go to press it down, you'll see lots of air bubbles and air pockets. And if that's the case, stop there before you cure it, remove everything and start again. If you happen to cure it like that, you're gonna have to file it off and then soak your nail to properly remove it, because failure to do this is gonna mean the tip won't adhere completely to your natural nail, which could let air and water and bacteria in, and it's just not a good place to be. So start over, apply enough gel so that when you lay the tip down, it fully covers your own natural nail. Now hold it and put it under that no touch lamp and flash cure it for about 10 seconds. And then once you have all the nails on, you can do a full cure. And one tip I have is to do your dominant hand first. It's way easier to do your dominant hand and have it to do your non-dominant than having your nails all done on your non-dominant hand and trying to do your dominant hand. I know that's confusing, but just trust me, do your dominant hand first. When it comes to applying the appropriate amount of the adhesive to the fake nail tip, I remove both sides of product onto the back of the fake nail and I let it settle a little bit, and it should look like it's enough to cover your moon area, but ultimately it's just trial and error to figure out how much product you need. And when it comes to laying the fake tip down onto your nail, line it up with the cuticle area of your nail and lay it down. Don't set it in the middle and push it back. Just lower it down onto your own nail after you line it up with the cuticle area, and hold it down with either your thumb or your other hand and put it under the light immediately and flash cure it. Once you have all your tips on, again, you want to fully cure your nails, so 60 seconds or so in your LED lamp, and then your tips are on. Now I'm gonna show you how to perfect them and make them look like you got them done at a salon. First, I use that nail cleanser and I not only wipe off the tops of my nails, I go underneath to remove any of that stickiness that may be left over from the gel, because we're gonna be filing and we don't want any of that debris getting stuck in there and it just gets nasty. So next, I hand file the shape of my nails and make sure my sidewalls are even, and you can even go around the cuticle area to fix any spillage there, or you can use an e-file. Now I like to do this because it's quicker, but you do not have to. However, this makes a huge difference. I use a cuticle bit and I go underneath my nail and I file and smooth any gel that came out from my natural nail, and I even it out. And not only does this look better, it makes wearing fake tips feel better because it's not underneath your natural nail. You can also use these cuticle bits to go around the cuticle area and just perfect that, smooth it out. And then the last step I do is I use a buffing block and buff the surface of all of these nails, because I am going to apply a gel polish over top. Once you're done filing, go wash your hands and then use that nail cleanser once again to go over each nail thoroughly to make sure they are clean and ready for polish. I'm going to be using this color. I think it's the perfect Your Nails But Better shade, and I applied 2 coats of this, curing in between. And when I use fake nail tips, I don't always use a gel base coat, although you totally could. I find it's not really necessary because they're fake nails and they don't produce oil, so I don't have any trouble with longevity. But if you feel like your polish isn't sticking right, start with a base gel, cure that, and then apply your color coat. Then after you applied your color gel polish and fully cured it, you can finish with a layer of top coat. I'm using a no wipe top coat gel just so that I don't have to remove a sticky layer. I fully cured that, and now I'm going to rehydrate my skin by layering on a cuticle oil and a really thick hydrating hand cream. After applying gel extensions, I always feel like my skin is super dry, so take care to rehydrate your skin and really layer and lather that on and let it soak in. So those are my tips and tricks for applying soft gel nail extensions at home. Of all the nail enhancements, gel extensions are by far my favorite because they're so easy to do. Now this took me 2 hours, but I was filming. On a regular day, I could do both hands thoroughly with polish in probably about an hour, and I've gotten up to 2 weeks wear out of these, but I don't wear anything longer than that, so that's saying a lot. Anyway, I hope this video helped you, and if you give this a shot, share your results with me on Instagram or any of my social medias I have linked down below. And as always, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by, and I'll see you next time. Bye.